Put up. One last thing now. Instead of working a lot with punches, if you're able to control a tall opponent just with hands alone, obviously the feet are going to be a lot easier because the hands are a lot quicker and the time is a lot different. What I want to do now is, Mark, face me here for a second. Back up a little bit. He's throwing a kick. Let's use a round kick for now. What I want to do is, if he's kicking, let's say he throws a rear leg round kick and I see it coming, I kind of step back and look at it. I go, well, I notice after he kicked, he was a little off balance. Sometimes I'll set a fast pace, sometimes I'll frustrate him to get him to have a kind of a false sense of confidence, or I'll kind of play a running game to kind of make him think, man, I can't deal with a guy's long legs. And he thinks, oh, this little guy's going to be easy to beat. So he starts kicking. And in effect, I'm bringing him into my trap. I'm making him think that I'm afraid. I'm making him think that I can't fight. I'm making him think that I want to back off. I'm making him think I want to go home and see my mommy. So every time he kicks, see, I move away. So now he's getting a little anxious. So now he starts putting more effort in that kick. When he puts more effort in that kick, it's going to cause him to be a little more off balance at the end of the kick. He's going to have a little more hang time. That's part of the trap I'm setting for. So now I get him hanging around a little bit too long into that kick, so he's got a good release on that kick because he's got good intent on it, but he's not recovering well enough. So when he starts slowing down his recovery speed, that gives me more time to come in behind the kick with a counter. All right, now watch. Face me. I want you to throw a round kick. First round kick, I want you to just step back and just kind of observe it. Second time he throws a round kick, I want you to step off the side and just kind of touch it with your hands. That's sort of intercept it. Watch it again. First kick, let it go by. It's like I'm kind of drawing him into the trap, getting to get a little overconfident, make him think I'm a little lazy, get him to start putting a little more effort into it, make him start reaching. When he starts reaching, two things are going to happen. When he's reaching on that kick, see, he's off balance, he can't follow through with a punch or follow up a kick. And when he's reaching, he can't recover well. That's the trap. See? Now he's waiting for the receipt. I got one waiting for him. See? So now watch. Here's how I want you to drill. He kicks, avoid. Back reposition. Second kick, just step off the side. This is called pivot in, but we're not going to get that too advanced on this particular segment. So watch. When he round kicks, I'm going to pivot in. So I'm pivoting in. I'm going away from the kick. See it? See, I went away from it. And I just want to get the hands up there and intercept it, not blocking it. So one hand is sort of pronated, the other one's sort of supinated. Just want to get my hands on it, nice and easy. See, I'm just sort of getting the hands on it. Once I can intercept it, now I can, instead of doing a power block round kick, see, instead of power blocking, which hurts because those big guys got a lot of power. You fight somebody 6'5", you see what I'm talking about. So when you round kick, I'm avoiding the power. See, I'm going with it. And I just want to get the hands on there to intercept it. So watch the routine again. Watch it closely. First kick, avoid. Pulling into the trap. Move. Don't stay in front of it. Second kick, intercept. Third kick, I want to try to intercept and then redirect it. Ward it off. Parry it off. Got me? So intercept, redirect. See how I turn him? Watch again. Avoid. Just intercept it. Intercept, redirect. Boom, right there ready for the counter. Where I want to counter kick the back of the leg. See, what, like an outside cross cut or an up cut. See, or if I want to shoot or I want to step in with a counter punch. Now, we're not going to take time to do it with both legs today. So, for example, if he's kicking with the front leg, I'm going to go off this side. If he's kicking the rear leg, I'm going to go this way, always avoiding it. So either leg. See, redirected. See, either leg. See? I can just, that leg comes and step this way. That leg comes and step that way. Makes it nice and easy. Or you two try to drill once. Go back and use all the principles. Tall guy, don't accommodate his reach. Never give him what he wants. Where's your territory? Where's your territory? See? Don't fight him in his territory. See? Now, sometimes I can beat a tall guy in his own territory. See? Because although he has a reach advantage, he's not working. See? He doesn't work enough in his territory. Sometimes I see a shorter guy fall into the trap in reverse. He knows how to get in the pocket. Like in boxing, they want a shorter guy to keep his head right in the other person's chest. Tall guy can't beat me here. You don't want to do that in mixed martial arts, of course. Of course, karate tournaments, they kind of frown on that. But I'm supposed to be able to beat the taller guy at this range. Because I'm in my territory, I'm in my pocket. But if I'm not working, he can still outwork me here. So although he's out of his territory, he's in my territory, if he outworks me, he can still have the advantage. Everybody understand that? So you need two things. Your territory, and make sure he doesn't outwork you even though you're in your own territory. Make sense? All right, let's go back and try the drill now for a second. All right, position. Avoid. Move around. Move, Eddie. Hold up a second. You're a little too stationary here. See, don't worry about the camera, okay? So he's here. He throws the first kick. I just want to avoid. Move. Get him. Move. See? Move. See, intercept. Move. See, I want to move. Round kick. Then I can redirect it. See, he kicks. Avoid. See, he moves. Stay on the same line. Just intercept. See how I'm not giving him a stationary target. Now, I don't want you doing the jitterbug. That's not what the word movement means. This is not a dance studio. But I got to subscribe to the principles which are tactically expedient for dealing with a taller opponent. Can't fight him stationary. Can't fight him on the outside. You cannot line up directly in front of him. Got me? All right, let's try it again. Reposition. There we go. Good. There you go. There we go. And back to the same routine. See, pull him in. See, now Mark's hitting a little lazy on purpose because he knows, hold it up, that's good. See, he knows this is just an instructional tape. So he knows you're not going to counter or anything, so he's just going to put the foot out there. But that's the exact same thing a real fighter's going to do in the ring. Now, we worked with a side kick, and we worked with a round kick today. It's true of any kick. Look at your fighter. Look at the taller opponent. Am I going to go in the front door? See, if I can time that initial move, he's always telegraphing it some way or another, I'm going to work timing against him. I'll use offensive timing to go in the front door. If he's got a good release, it's kind of hard to read that initial move, but I'm avoiding. I don't know what's coming. I don't know what kind of speed he's got. I'm going to step away and kind of look at, a nice kick. Ooh, boy, you kick fast. Ooh, man, you kick hard. Ooh, you like to kick triple kicks. But see, I'm just saying, come on in here. I'm not going to hurt you. Come on in here. We're just going to play. I'm drawing him into my trap. Till I get him to that one kick. That's all I want. One bad kick. A little too much hang time. I'm going to use defensive timing against him. I'm going to sneak in his back door and nail him. All right? And these drills are fun. Actually, that last drill you were doing, that's called a defensive sparring drill. But if you got students that don't like to spar, don't use the word sparring. Don't use the word combat. Don't use the word fighting. Don't use the word boxing. Don't use the word kickboxing. Just call it an interaction drill. We're going to do some interaction drills today. If you notice on these series of tapes, we're kind of staying away from the headgear and the mouthpiece. You can learn to spar, you can learn to fight, have a lot of fun, and it can be safe at the same time if you kind of watch the way I'm showing these drills and implement what I'm doing. Now, if you have trouble with kind of understanding some of the drills or the series or the sequence in which we do them, we have tons of more information to offer you. Go back and look at these tapes where I listed those original 10 strategic principles. And go back and use those as your roadmap to create your own tactics, and tactics create strategies. You need a good defensive strategy, a good offensive strategy. You want a good leading strategy, which is how you set the momentum, create the rhythm of the fight, which is called your initial game plan, and then you need a long-term game plan or a backup game plan in case that game plan fails. Sometimes I'll take a guy out there and I'll set a real fast pace just for the heck of it, because I know he's fast or whatever, and I want to burn him out. And then what I really want to do is, I know he can take a good punch, like Mike Tyson, but he can't fight that well once you get him past like the 8th or 9th round. So I want to take him into the deep water. So I want to suck out about 3 rounds out of him, in the first round. So by the time the second round starts, I already taken through 4 rounds. The round that we did and the 3 rounds that I burnt out of him unnecessary because he was using too much effort, putting too much emphasis on him. A lot of times we'll work on this on other tape. You can use a lot of broken rhythm and tricks, stealth, and things to confuse him to also strip the taller person of his reach. I hope you've had fun, had some new lessons of interest. Take this knowledge. Again, when you see a fighter not moving because he's kind of like scared of something, that means the mind is going to sleep. Okay? So when there's a lack of action with the body in their performance, that means there's a lack of action in the mind, in the way the mental process is working. And it's the core of confidence comes from the way you go about selecting what maneuvers you're going to use, what tactics I'm going to use, being able to mentally strip your opponent, you know, of what his weaknesses is, what his strengths are, being able to decide what technique I'm going to use, and it's slipping in the back door and nailing him. I'll see you in our next lesson. I had fun working with you.